Scorpio Daily Horoscope for August 16, 2022. Daily Horoscope. The energy of this day points towards work and professional growth. The couple's life may be going through profound transformations in which they have to decide whether to continue as they are or look for something else. Along with Cancer, you are the most possessive sign of the couple and you never like the idea of ending a relationship, so you will fight to maintain it. You have to try to connect with your partner in a deep way. Your relationship has gone through various transformations for a few months, and by sheer force of will you keep the relationship going. Work and your relationship are the areas in which your attention is most required. In fact, you are terrified of letting go of the relationship and are still fighting to keep it. The Moon and Saturn enter your house related to the home and make waves again in this matter, so you are going to go through a situation again where the easy way would be to end, while the difficult thing is to maintain the relationship and keep fighting for it. There is a good chance that you will have to convince and impose your opinions today, especially vis-a-vis those you care about the most, and who, coincidentally, do not agree with you at all. Do not feel hurt by this systematic opposition. Whether it's friends, relatives, children, the points of view diverge, and that's normal. That said, do not hesitate to stand your ground and argue forcefully. If you're convinced you're right, your message will get through. You will have to learn to accept opinions that are different from your own, especially if you want to be sure that you can get along with those around you. Today, you will most certainly want to live new adventures and throw yourself into the unknown. Be careful. Don't give up your pioneering spirit, but on the other hand, don't indulge in reckless attitudes. Temper yourself. Carried by the carelessness of Neptune, you are deliciously restful. With you, it is possible to remake the world for hours, without ever addressing low material questions. Pure spirit, your imagination and your amazing ease are entertaining. To believe that everything goes over your head. Discussing with you allows you to put everything into perspective. You act on others like an anti-stress serum. To invite you around a table is to learn wisdom. Daily Tarot Reading. You will find yourself feeling overwhelmed with negative emotions. You won't lose hope, though. You will do everything in your power to make your desires a reality. However, you will often tend to let your emotions override your reason and to act impulsively, and you will sometimes have difficulty controlling your temper. You are very likely to get into quarrels, attempt to deceive someone, or resort to lies to get your way. You will fail to maintain the stability of your life and to reap the fruit of your efforts. You will have to try to behave in a prudent, rational manner in order to avoid doing things you will later regret. Daily Career Tarot. You are currently going through major changes in your professional and financial life, and you can neither control nor prevent them. These developments were completely unanticipated and have caught you off guard. You feel overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty because your business and financial affairs are being thrown out of balance. However, you have to keep in mind that these changes are for the best, as they will contribute to your professional progress. A new road is opening up before you, and it is very promising. You have no reason to be afraid to travel it. Health. Fortune is in this house, so you are going through a good moment of health. Take advantage of this energy to continue with your future plans and projects. Be careful with your emotions because anger can affect you. You are a sign that handles your anger well, but even so, you should not trust too much that you can always handle that energy without fail. You always want to resolve a situation in the heat of the moment. Be careful not to act until you are sure of how you really feel. You are sometimes full of exuberance, ready to throw yourself body and soul into a project, then, as soon as you move forward, you are invaded by doubt. When this is the case, take it as a signal. It must not be the right time to start. This period of rest has done you the greatest good. You have succeeded in taking a step back from the reasons that led you to this state of saturation. Therefore, going back in the opposite direction would not make sense. By dominating the GPS of your body, Mars takes you away from hassles and debates without tail or head. Lean on the values that sum up the prestige of your sign. With all your courage and determination, you are able to face anything. Work. A lot of energy in this area guarantees that work activity is going to be there all the time to distract you. Mars, the ruler of your sign, is in the 10th house of professional development, demanding that you continue to grow and looking for ways to improve your situation. The Sun moving towards the 10th house, so your attention today will be on how you can improve your work situation. Whether it is a future meeting where you have to present a project, whether it is the relationship with a coworker who is going through a moment of tension, this area demands your attention and time. It will be difficult to feel in harmony with others today. You may be more comfortable remaining in your universe. If you have the slightest feeling of sadness or depression, it is advisable to reflect personally before seeking the comfort of a third party. People will not be especially in a state of mind conducive to understanding and compassion. Immerse yourself in work to evacuate your dark thoughts. Money and luck. Your finances are ruled by Sagittarius, and at the moment they are not very good. There is a tendency to trust that things will improve and that you will soon recover from this losing streak. You have to be patient, as this is going to take longer than you think, and it would be better to find a way to change this situation. From financial advice to a course on finances, all of this can help you to improve this situation. Now is not the time for rebellion. If you need help, don't hesitate. Put your pride and independent spirit on the back burner. You can't always solve everything alone. If your boss offers you to take advantage of his experience, jump at the chance. It can teach you more things than you think. Do not neglect the advice of your parents, they may well be useful to you. There is no shame in benefiting from the experience of others. Changes are approaching in your job. Faced with an opportunity to change your frame, you will be plagued by doubt. If you're more of a person who sees work as a pragmatic way to pay the bills, the prospect of leaving your current comforts may cause you to ignore an opportunity. If, on the contrary, you dream of working in a setting that is above all stimulating, you will be very enthusiastic about your new prospects. In both cases, do not make a hasty decision, take the time to consider the advantages and disadvantages. Love. Your search for love is ruled by Pisces, and the ruling planet Jupiter is in the same sign, although retrograde. Retrogradation is interpreted as delays and difficulties due to foolishness. In some things you are very flexible and accept changes, in others not so much, and this day it will be clear how you can become very obsessed with finding certain situations that you consider the minimum acceptable. You have to be careful with looking for ideals, since in real life these do not exist. It could be that a tension arises in you that comes from nowhere. Your emotions are likely to be particularly strong today, to the point that your aggressiveness, even your authoritarianism, will make those around you tremble. Don't be surprised to see some of your loved ones suddenly turn on their heels. In many situations, it may be difficult to put up with you for too long. The positive influences of Venus on your sign leave no native behind. As a couple, you feel in perfect agreement with your spouse. The discussions are lively and friendly. You know why you are with him, he is your soulmate. Your life together is enjoyable. If you're single, you don't worry today. You understand that true love is not found in a few moments, and that you need a certain cerebral aspect in your romantic relationships. Your playful side is going to make its presence felt in your romantic life today. You have been treating your partner with kid gloves and have been trying to maintain a very proper and decorous image with your partner. But your fanciful side is no longer to be ignored. Take that plunge and share one or two of your fantasies with your partner today. You will be surprised how enthusiastically your partner will enter into your sentiments. You will discover that your partner has as much a naughty side to her character as you, and both of you are going to enjoy romantic role play very much. But you will need to take the first step. The day is perfect to experiment a little in your love life. So, put those suggestions on the table which you did not dare to voice before. Your partner has no doubt about her feelings regarding you, but there was always a slight sense of disappointment, as you never seemed to have any adventurous side. But your revelations about your romantic fantasies are going to act as an eye-opener for your partner. Your partner is going to be thrilled to learn about this aspect of your character and is going to revise her nice but slightly boring assessment of your character. Your one bold step will give a new lease of life to your romance, and this is the perfect day to take the step. Lucky color: mauve, purple, blue. Lucky number: 12, 23, 34. Love Tarot card. Today the Love Tarot deck gives us the Strength card reversed. The card's upright position conveys an equilibrium between strength and sensitivity, but the reversed card reveals an imbalance. You or your partner may succumb to your addictions or shadow side. The rhythms of your sexual desires do not match those of your lover. The levels of power in your relationship appear mismatched. One of you behaves like a bully, the other person feels like a victim. Ego and pride create barriers between the two of you. You quarrel over money issues. Rather than dealing with a relationship issue in a mature way, you either hide from it or lash out in anger. Your resentment towards your ex-lover prevents you from finding a new romance. In order to avoid being single, you settle for a lover you don't respect. You discover that you have a sexually transmitted disease,